Hello everyone! I'm back for a new vlog. See, that was freaking quick, but anyway. I want to talk about the differences between, or not the differences, but more so, why is it that people, or rather gamers, hardcore gamers especially, or casual gamers, I don't know, gamers in general, let's just say that. Why is it that gamers are equating the casual market to ages? This is what I'm talking about here. This is what I'm trying to say here. For example, the Pokemon gaming community. For some strange reason, they are not seen as a hardcore RPG gaming community. They don't. Gamers just do not. For some reason, I don't understand why. And well, according to certain gamers, I'm not going to say all gamers, but certain gamers, it's because, well, kids play Pokemon. Okay. Kids play Pokemon, and apparently that means it's a casual game. A casual RPG game, right? Really? But we look at games like Final Fantasy. That's not a casual RPG game. That's a hardcore RPG game. Why? Because it's more... Well, not more popular. I can't really say that. Because most kids don't play them. It's usually adults. I don't know. Pokemon is the simplest RPG game I ever played. Well... doesn't mean just because something is simple to play doesn't exactly mean that it doesn't have its challenges. Kind of like with Super Smash Brothers, just because the game is easy to play doesn't mean it's easy to master. And I can testify to that. That is not a game that is easy to master. I've seen some really, really terrible bullcrap. And when I mean terrible bullcrap, I mean crap that could destroy me, especially in Melee. I was terrible at Melee compared to one of the tops. I thought I was freaking good. I thought I was freaking excellent in Super Smash Bros. Melee. But apparently, I was terrible. I was terrible. I caught myself right there. I was terrible, man. I was terrible. I was that bad. I was like literally that bad at the game compared to many others. Now, I'm going to go back to Pokemon simply because just because something is garnered towards kids doesn't mean that it is necessarily casual gaming. Now, kids can play a casual game, or rather, no, kids can play a game that is, garnered towards them, but they play it avidly. Like, they play it constantly, consistently. They go about exploring everything about the game, finding hidden crap all over the freaking place. I'll tell you one thing, I can't even freaking play Pokemon. I mean, I can play Pokemon, but if I were to go against one of my little brothers, I would get dusted. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. Totally for sure. I'm like, I just got a legendary this, that, and the third. I'm like, really? I've never caught a legendary. Would I say that's impressive? No. Would I think that's impressive? I guess that's good. I'm thinking, well, maybe they're making it easier for them, but apparently that's not usually the case. I don't know. I don't even play Pokemon anymore, but I used to play it a long time ago, and it was fun. It was fun. It was kind of challenging, when you don't farm your levels. Anybody know what farming is, right? Yeah, when you don't farm, it's freaking terribly hard. But it's fun. But yeah, but when you okay, see, this is how I know it's. This is how I can tell. This is how I can tell you for sure that Pokemon is not a game where you can just say, "Oh, this is a casual RPG game." Because if it was a casual RPG game, you can run through every Pokemon game without actually having to farm your levels. Without having to do that. I had to do that. Now, you know what I would say is the most casual RPG game that I've ever played? Tales of Symphonia. That I've played. Tales of Symphonia. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia, because I literally can run through that game without having to farm whatsoever. I like really, really can do that. It's that easy of a game. It's fun. It's easy, but I can't naturally say that is casual simply because there are many secrets in that game that you can explore. Casual gamers will not explore those hidden Easter eggs and, you know, extra battles out there and such. I mean, there was, a couple of times where I actually ran through the game quite a few times and never did any of those extra stuff simply because I didn't know anything about it. I never knew anything about it. But then, the internet is always accessible. I found out about them and I was like, why didn't I ever do that? Why did I? Oh, snap, that's freaking awesome. I never really had to farm on that game. Unless there was those extra battles out there. Those were the only times I really had to farm. But I can beat, the main campaign, if you will, without having to farm. So, while I say that RPGs in general, I can't say that they're casual. Most RPGs are not casual. They are not towards casual gamers. I mean, casual gamers can play it, but if you really want to get to the root of things, you would have to be a hardcore gamer. So that's where I believe RPGs, there is no such thing as a casual or a hardcore RPG game, because most RPG games are garnered to everyone. You want to go and just play the main road? Go right on ahead. If you want to access a lot of stuff and explore all the different worlds, go right on ahead. Be a hardcore gamer. Play it to your heart's content. And the same thing goes with Pokemon. And why is it that people equate ages with what type of market? I don't understand that. If that's the case, then Mortal Kombat is aimed towards the hardcore market simply because there's blood, gore, and a lot of grittiness. Call of Duty, that's aimed towards the hardcore market because there's shooting, blood, and lots of violence. Okay. You see where I'm getting at here? It literally doesn't make sense to me. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I actually have that game. I don't know why I haven't really did it. I wasn't actually going to do a Let's Play on it. I'll probably do some videos on it. They weren't going to be like Let's Plays. I don't know. I'll do something with it. Probably maybe a review. I don't know. But, will I say that's garnered towards the casual market or the hardcore market? I would say that's garnered more towards hardcore because the controls are very complex. Well, very complex? Well, the controls are quite complex. There are certain ways that you have to play in order to move forward. You can't just play any old type of way and get through. I would say that's more towards the hardcore gaming market. Super Mario. Will I say that's more of a casual game or a hardcore game? That depends. What Super Mario game are you playing? Because not all Super Mario games are the same. They're not. Does it look cartoony and whatever? Yeah. Does it mean it's casual? No. Not at all. Look at friggin' Disgaea. The Disgaea series. That ish don't make no friggin' sense. I mean, sure, the graphics almost never actually updates, which is fine by me. It's just... it's fun. I mean, I can't say that it's fun. I like Disgaea. I like Disgaea, or Disgaea, or however you pronounce it. I'm becoming Russian. No, wait, that's not even freaking Russian. I am so sorry for all my Russian people out there. I'm not even Russian. What am I talking about? For all the Russian people out there, I'm very sorry for insulting your language and accents, because I'm not really good at it, apparently. I sounded more... anyway, I don't know. Back to what I was talking about. Disgaea is a really fun game. It's a really fun RPG, and I cannot tell, and I'll tell you, that game is nowhere near casual. Nowhere near casual. You cannot tell me Disgaea is a casual game. Just because it looks cartoony does not mean it is a casual game. Okay? Now, also, just because that it is Japanese doesn't mean that it's for Japanese players, for not, you know, not nationally. I mean like, not ethnically Japanese, but, you know, weebles! You know, them people. I'm a somewhat, I don't know. Anime lovers, for people who are into anime, I suppose. But I think that game is really for those who love RPGs. My cousin, one of my older cousins, loved the mess out of this game. I would just watch him play it, and I'd be like, yo, this dude's too good. I cannot get past, like, the first world. in the originals, Disgaea, Hour of Darkness, I can't. I can't do it. It takes lots of time for me. But, I have to do a lot of farming, and that's another thing. There's lots of farming and many different secrets, abilities, secret ways that you can gain levels, things that just, quite frankly, didn't make sense. I didn't know beating up your partners would actually, like, help you gain levels a lot easier. That makes no sense to me, but it works. It worked. And I was like, what is this? What is this? But that's hell, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. Alright, I guess. Anyway. But yeah. Equating age to the type of market literally makes no type of sense. Literally makes no sense. Call of Duty has to be one of the easiest games I've ever played. I played World at War. That was the only Call of Duty game I ever played, and I played that locally only... local multiplayer only like a couple times. I did. And you know what? I was playing against people who play Call of Duty all the time. And I was killing them. I was killing it. I was like, oh my gosh. Am I actually killing these dudes? This? No. No way. No. 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 This is getting a little too easy. And then I'm thinking that they're just going light on me. And so, you know, I started, you know, slowing up a bit. Like, what the hell happened? I don't know. I mean, it's like a really, you know, it's a really easy game to play. Call of Duty is a very easy game to play. Like Super Smash Brothers, it's a very easy game to play. Hard to master? Yeah. Call of Duty, could that be hard to master? You can be as skillful as possible, you know, as they allow you to. you know, I think, yeah. I think it really depends on your own skill. Just like with Super Smash Brothers. Depends on your own skill. Then there may be some little glitches in here and there that you can take advantage of, you know. So I can't say that, honestly, there's really no such thing as a game that's garnered toward specifically either casual or specifically towards hardcore. Well, actually, no, I can't say that either. No, that just depends on the game, really. That really does just depend on the game. So yeah, you can make a game that's garnered toward casual or garnered towards hardcore, but you can't really. But that, yeah, there we go. But you can't equate an age based on a casual based on a certain market. Hardcore gamers are not all adults. Casual gamers are not all kids. Or mommies and parents and grandmas and grandpas. That's just the truth. Oh, I just saw a comment. Watch Pokemon World Championships. And it's mostly adults. Yeah. World Championships. Meaning adults have been playing Pokemon pretty much to the point where they are entering tournaments and winning shiz. Beating kids to the ground, probably. 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 But yeah. There's no such thing as casual market just being kids. Hardcore gaming being more adults. You can't. No such thing. It makes literally no sense. So, that's all for my rant. That was a rant, actually. I think so. Was, kind of, sort of. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to say my thingamabobber, right? Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Whenever that may be. Until then, trigger your gamer integrity for the future of gaming. So long.